Ah yes, the common garden gnome, also known as the Gnomus incompetens. These mythical creatures have been around since the dawn of time itself, often described as dwarfish, subterranean goblins, or even earth spirits who guard mines of precious treasures hidden in.
Ah, yes, the Gnomes incompetens. Quite peculiar creatures, that one. You know, growing up, my mother always said, "Why, Roxy, you always reminded me of a gnome." And I never knew whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Yes, I am the chairman of the Norse Cultural Heritage Foundation. I am Dr. Benjamin Anthony Atticus. I'm very pleased to be here to help the further education of these cultural importances and to further the enlightenment of our nation.
Now, what may be stranger than the gnome itself may indeed just be its diet, composing of many forest creatures and little bugs.
Ah, yes, the gnome diet. See, while gnomes might seem at first to be quite docile in nature, they're actually very hostile hunters, feeding on a carnivorous diet of meat of squirrels, small game, bugs, and occasionally fish dropped from an eagle's talons, chasing it all down with the tears of tortured children.
I see that you have brought in Mr. Horatio Gnome in this study. He is considered to be a flawed researcher in this field. He has consistently failed to cite his sources. He is not sourced anywhere or confirmed that the gnomes feast on the meat of squirrels. However, what he has failed to mention is the fact that they do include in the diet of gnomes pies from windowsills.
To dive in any deeper, the gnome has a brother species, the leprechauns. These two magical creatures have been at constant war ever since their birth, both seeking total annihilation over the other.
Yes, see, the gnomes are quite territorial in nature. They don't like when the children get too close to their underground treasure. Of course, the treasure that they stole from the leprechauns during their 1,000-year war. Now, after all this war, the gnomes became quite good at warfaring, and they began to turn their sights on a more formidable target. The United States of America.
It has been widely debunked in the historical community that the idea that gnomes perpetrated the Pearl Harbor attacks is a Russian government narrative meant to discredit the United States' founding, as some more historically inclined among you would know. The fourth president of the United States, James Madison, was a gnome.
What?
Yes, James Madison, fourth president of the United States, was a gnome.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This is... Do you not know this? This is widely known among my peers.
You might be all fancy and Nordic, but he was definitely not a gnome.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Where's your proof?
I have several sources. Unlike Mr. Horatio Gnome, I cite my sources. Look it up in the Library of Congress. It is there.
No, I can say my face.
You